Take two. Hey, I started one, then realized I was on the wrong channel. Or streaming it to the wrong channel. Who knows? Knowing my luck, that thing, that 15-second live stream will blow up, and you know, who am I kidding? That ain't gonna happen. But that's okay. The reason why I started this live stream is because, well, I wanted to. I reckon the but I was kind of looking to help Rob over at Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking, with his live stream. But he's at the Walmart right now, and I guess I kind of felt like being live. I had the puppies out a little bit. I had Otis and Nicole or Nikki, outside, and so I'm just kind of chilling at the moment. So I don't know what the day, is going to hold, but I do know that that I will take everything in stride. I'll do what I got to do. I was watching some stuff the other day that was kind of interesting, and it was, one thing that I cannot stand is well, maybe I shouldn't say. After all, some people are going to be offended. But then again, if people going to be offended, let them be offended. After all, that is the way of the world, is it not? How many of you out there feel like you're entitled, or how many of you know a Karen, for that matter? I think we all know what a Karen is, but in case I have to explain. Hey, Templin, good to see you. Hey, Jerry, good to see you, brother. I'm just chilling on here today. Just thought I'd go through, and hey, I was waiting on Rob over at Rolling Smoke. Hey, Max Guy 240. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that 240 is kind of reverse on a 420 or something. Let me go throw a link if somebody wants to come up. It'd be good to talk with somebody face to face as opposed to just talking locally. You're right about that. It has been a while since I've seen you. Of course, I hadn't been doing much live streams, and I hadn't been going over some of the same old hunts that I have. I've been trying to expand my repertoire, I guess, when I do come on, and that's not too often these days. Sup, Jerry, good to see you. I am kind of doing getting back a little bit. I got to the point where every time I was coming on, it was well, I was coming on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights at midnight, and it was seeming like I was doing, oh, Pete Digits, good to see you. But it was seeming like it was becoming a job. This, a pop up, is just nice because, hey, why not? Just pop up and have a little fun with it. Let me go through and pin that link so that if anybody wants, they're welcome to come up. And, we are, let's see, I'm entitled, should have, want what I want when I want it. It's me, then everyone else. Well, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Karens. And sometimes, been busy with school lately. Hey, I understand. In fact, I often wonder why anybody in the world would actually come watch one of my live streams. And I'm not trying to say that, I'm not trying to say that, I don't know. I don't like entitled. You're not a narcissist. Hey, I understand. I sometimes act like I'm a narcissist. I joke like people hate to see me go, but love to watch me leave. That type of thing. In fact, I got a joke. Hopefully, y'all will find this entertaining. Where I work, one of the things that we do is we do what's called building checks. Well, you know, one day I pulled up to this building, and when I got out, you know, I looked towards the building. I saw something that was weird. You know, there was a man that was, you know, an attractive man, and I don't look at guys that way, but this time I saw what was an attractive man. Kind of turned me on a little bit. Then I realized I was just looking at my own reflection in the window. I thought that was funny. It's true too. Well, sort of. I mean, it was. I got out the vehicle and saw my reflection in the thing. Anyhow, I joke like that from time to time. Oh, cool. Hey, Jerry.
Hey,
good to see you, brother.
I just wanted to tell you, I got your pencil started, your Cocobolo pencil.
That's awesome.
So, and then I don't know if you went back and watched our live last night about what we had.
Hey, Brampton. I have not, but I will put it on here in just a few minutes.
Okay, well, you get a chance to watch it because I talk about the wood. You would not believe the prices of wood.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm telling you, I was speechless. You know,
really?
I looked for a 3-inch by 3-inch by 12-inch piece of wood to make Susan a pepper shaker or pepper grinder and a salt grinder. Mm-hmm. And just for the wood, the pieces were like $48 and $50 and $57 a piece. And I said to her, I said, now, if I make a mistake on this, I said, you know, we're out. I mean, I make the mistake. We're toast on this. And she says, yeah. And she goes, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So, anyways, I was like flabbergasted at the prices of wood. We looked at there. You know what Osage orange is?
I don't.
You know what hedge is? Hedge apples and hedge.
I know a hedge is either Benson and Hedges or cigarettes, or you got
the type of tree. The type of tree has thorns. We have them a lot here in Missouri. They're also called bodock or like that in Oklahoma, but it's an orange type of wood. And to me, they're a nuisance tree, and they're very, very, very hard wood. They use them around Missouri a lot for for posts, corner posts, and, you know, for fencing posts and stuff like that because they last forever. Anyway, we walked by this slab of wood that's about 10 to 12 foot tall, maybe 2 inches thick, and it was curved. You know, it wasn't even straight; it was just curved slab of wood. And Susan looked at me. She says, and it said on there Osage orange. She goes, Osage orange. I heard that. I said, yeah, that's a hedge. And she looked at me and she looked at this board and she looked at me again. She says, look at the price of it. It was $449 for this slab of wood. And I said, yeah, I can't afford to buy something like that. I mean, first of all, it wasn't really a pretty piece of wood.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought, who would want to buy something like this for this price? I mean, yeah, it would make a nice, you know, like a table for a convention table or a meeting table, you know. But still, you know, at that price, it's just like, yeah. I told her, I'm afraid to buy something and make it out of this wood because if I make a mistake, I'm just out that money.
Yeah.
You know, you tear it up or you gouge it too far or something like that. You're just out the cash. And I said, I'll just go back to using our wood off the property as best I can. And, you know, and I said, I'll find you a couple pieces of walnut off the property that I can make your salt shaker and pepper shaker out of.
Yeah. Have you seen the prices on pecan?
No, I haven't looked at it. In pecan wood?
Yeah, pecan wood. And the only reason why I asked that question is because at one point I was looking at pecan wood. I don't remember what for, but man, that stuff is, I think it was pecan. It was, you know, extremely expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some beautiful woods that they had.
It was a lot of pretty wood there yesterday, but I want to start making cutting boards. And I want to make them cutting boards for people, you know, that want one, but don't want to invest a life savings in it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, cutting boards can get real expensive beyond the wood you would. I looked at two pieces of Purple Heart wood that was about 4 inches wide, 1 inch thick, and 3 feet long, and they were off 40% off. The prices was $29.99, and you got 40% off, so it brought it down to $17.99. Hey, Shirley.
Hi.
You're not
Hi,
working
everybody.
today?
No, I was supposed to, but they said I didn't have to come in today, so
Wow.
yay.
It's a long time seeing you.
Yes, I
has
know. It
far
has been
too
a
long.
while. Hey, everybody in chat.
Anyways, so it was $17.99 for the piece of that wood, and I thought to Susan, I said, that's only like 2 inches of your board, So I was just flabbergasted for the prices of it.
Temple and Acre said that they get access to wood scraps. I bet that would be a cool thing. Maybe you could work out some deal.
I'm going to. I have some sawmills that are friends of mine, and one guy I called him up and said, "Hey, I'm looking for hardwoods," and he said, "Well, I've got lots of walnut, and I've got cherry, and I've got some oak and some red oak and white oak." And I said, "Okay." And I said, if I come over here with $500, he said, you came over for $500, Jerry, I'll fill your pickup truck, load it to the back end, load it up, and you'll go home with money.
Oh, wow.
And I said, really? And he said, yeah. And then I called my other company that I know that has Purple Heart and Coco Bolo and the darker woods and stuff, the exotic woods. And I said to him, I said, hey, how much for a board that's 8 foot long and say 8 inches wide, 1 inch thick? And I said, your most expensive one. He said, about $15.99. I said, I'm coming over to your place to pick out wood. So I'm going to go to those two places to buy the wood to make the board. So I want to make the boards for people, like I said, cutting boards for people that don't want to spend their life savings on them, but they like to have a nice cutting board in their kitchen. But I just thought, well, if I can make them for like under $300, I think that'd be good. And that the lesser the better.
Yeah, no doubt. Templin said they get he works for a cabinet shop, and they get cherry and alder a little while back. Shirley, I can't tell you how fired up I am to see you. I hadn't seen you.
Nice to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you all. I thought I usually work on Mondays, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays, but I didn't have to come in today. So, yay!
That's cool.
Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, but Monday was the
holiday.
The post office was closed because of the holiday.
Okay. So normally you work Monday, Fridays. What did you say? Monday, Friday, Thursdays?
No, Friday, Saturday, and Monday.
So 3 days a week you're working now.
Right.
Well, that's better than the 6 days a week you're doing.
Well, at first, I had to start like working the 6 days a week until I learned the routes and everything that I needed to learn. But then after I learned it, so I'm just a sub for the regular mail carrier, and she worked this route for 12 years, working 6 days a week.
Oh wow!
And so she needed a break, and so for a while she's been taking her leave. So that's why I've been working a whole lot. But she's about done with her leave now, so now it's whenever they need me, they'll call me in.
I can't imagine working 12 years, 6 days a week for 12 years.
Yeah.
I worked 6 days a week for 2 years, a little over 2 years. And then when I first started, I was working, basically 80 hours a week for the first 2 years.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing though. When I first started working where I'm working, it wasn't like working. Bram says, I love Purple Heart. So pretty.
It is pretty.
But when I first started working up there, it wasn't even like a job. The place is so beautiful that it was like just going into it wasn't
Yes.
light work at all. Let's see. Hey, good to see you. Part-time Bonza.
Bonza, yeah. Taxes take it all when you work those hours. That is so true. That is true. Oh yeah.
But it
And
does
what?
wear you down. Um,
Exactly.
so
But
it,
I needed to. I had to do it because I needed to learn the route. I have the biggest route, not the
mhm.
longest. The one that has the longest route has about 500 boxes, but I have the biggest route, which is almost 700 boxes. Yeah, so every day that I work, it's like driving almost 100 miles a day, delivering mail
Wow.
and packages and all that. So it can get
Wow.
real tiring.
Well,
How's Brian?
Oh, he's good. He's asleep right now. He works tonight.
And
Um,
how's the rest? How's the critters and stuff?
oh, they're good. I just came from outside playing a little with Goose. He'd be nibbling on my fingers and all. And the chickens are, you know, chasing him around. I'm
Yeah.
like, come
Well,
on, Goose. You're
have
way
you
bigger
started
than
your
that.
hydroponics yet?
Oh no, no. I never gave anyone an update, but when we had that big freeze, oh
Yeah.
gosh, I don't know when was this. A couple months back at least. But when we had the big freeze, the water in the aquarium froze and the aquarium busted.
Oh,
Yeah, so um, I was outside actually when it busted, and I knew that it was the aquarium because it was just a loud bang, and then I could hear, the
water.
gushing of water. So I went out and I just hurried and scooped up all the fish and threw it in the pond. So all the fish made it. Hey Simon,
oh, let me go
and
through. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna start
no, no,
making
no, you're fine.
Well, sure. I got a question for you. I
Uh-huh,
started a hydroponics in that little, 12 hole with a light
uh-huh,
that sits on the counter, and I put it on. I wanted to do lettuce all winter long, so I put some lettuce seeds in there, and I put some head lettuce in there. I think it's green head lettuce, whatever. The head lettuce took off, but I put some spinach in there. The spinach and the grass, and the lettuce seeds, all just got hair on them, and just got mushy. They
really?
didn't sprout. So I took all those seeds out, put new seeds in again. I tried half of it without the old dome covers, and half
Uh-huh,
with dome covers. It didn't make any difference. The dome covers got all this grass growing on it, and
uh-huh,
the ones without domes had actually algae growing on the medium. The little spongy pod that was there. So I think it
uh-huh.
was too much water. So I cleaned it all off.
Got waterlogged.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned it all off again, squeezed all the water out of it, put it back down in the thing there, and put some new seeds on it. And I looked at them today. I just did them like on Sunday evening, and I
Mm-hmm.
looked at them today, and it looks like they're starting to sprout this time. But I bought new seeds, so I'm wondering if can the seeds actually get too old where they don't sprout at all?
Yeah, you do have seats that um I guess it's reach its expiration date or something.
Yeah, but I always thought the
But
seeds, as long as they were kept dry, in a dark spot, they would you lose some germination, but not total germination.
well, I don't know about that. I've always kept my seeds in the freezer.
Oh, maybe that's what we should have kept in the freezer.
Yeah, I
well,
always kept, so even after 3 years, 4 years, I still get some that will
Sprout.
will
yeah.
sprout. Uh-huh.
Typically, seeds as they age do lose some of their germination rate. It lowers,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
also some seeds require
Hey,
um,
Skipper.
what is that? Striation. It's where In fact, I used to keep my carrot seeds in the refrigerator, and there are some seeds that require um, you know a period of cold temperature. So it you know, I know that there was another one. Well, I can't remember which one it's. I can picture it. I'm having too big of brain farts today, and
Sounds like me.
well, it's hey, I'm gonna blame a torvastatin, but after all, one of the side effects is memory loss.
Mm.
And hey, living my best life at 60. Good to see you.
Hi.
And but it's amazing how much I've learned about growing vegetables and what have you. So much I know growing things. Where are the seeds? Where where is the seeds on a carrot? Um,
It'll
the
come out from the sprouts. What do you call that?
The leaves.
Like the carrot greens. Uh-huh.
yeah,
They
and
they will grow flowers, and it'll come from there. Skipper.
right, and something else that's kind of interesting about carrots is they're biennials. They only that has to be the second year before they'll make seeds. So most people, I reckon, aren't patient enough to leave them in the ground another year. But the second year they will produce viable seeds, and they're
Mm.
very
Oh
tiny.
yes, very
So
very tiny. Mm.
it's hard to plant, an individual seed. But some people will go
Right.
through and put sand in there with
Uh-huh.
it, so that they just grab a pinch and sprinkle it out there, so it will kind of spread them out because you don't want them planted too close, otherwise they don't
Right.
have room to grow. And the
Right.
soil
Uh-huh.
soil needs to be friable as well, which is kind of crumbly. You
Hmm.
know, if it hits a rock or something hard in there, it'll just shoot off to the side. And
Yeah, I grew some carrots last year, and I did not thin them out, and so I ended up with small carrots. But if you do thin them up, they will get bigger.
Yeah, this year we're gonna top all our raised beds with mushroom soil
on the line.
because I got topsoil last year and I mixed
Hey,
mushroom
Toby.
soil. I
Well,
mixed mushroom
hey,
soil and topsoil together.
Jerry may want to say hey to you, so let me put you on speaker. All right, love you. Bye. I
And
didn't have
anyway,
my here with me.
and the carrots didn't. I guess the topsoil was too dense or something like that, and the carrots they didn't really grow very long. I got carrots about that long. So, but they're good. They were good carrots. They taste good, but they just didn't grow very long because the soil was too dense or something like that. So I'm topping all the raised beds this year with mushroom soil because it's nice, it's soft and loamy.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that sounds good.
you get a truckload of mushroom soil.
Yeah, Brampton. I just changed mine. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Replaced the battery in the smoke detector. Yeah, I just did mine.
Something I learned on Roots and Refuge, way she plants her carrot seeds is she'll, water down the area, then put the seeds and then put a board over it, make sure the board has been soaked down. Um, it Those things sprout pretty quick.
Hmm.
If you do it that way, they say it takes weeks to germinate or to sprout. But if you do it that way, it 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. From what I've seen, anyhow.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Mm.
I'm still thinking on the our garden was spraying uh, as corn on corn before. Okay. Hey, I do like gardening.
I do too. I love gardening, and it looks like I won't be doing any aquaponics gardening, just my hydroponics. So
So you need to find another fish tank again, huh?
no, no, I'm just
Just a,
gonna get rid of that, and we still need to remove that broken aquarium because it's plexiglass. It's not glass, regular
oh,
glass. It's the plexiglass. So the seal on it busted, and
oh.
we're not even going to deal with trying to repair it or anything. Yeah, we just go strictly hydroponics.
Mhm. Well, you could. I'm just thinking, you don't actually have to have like a fish tank. You could do, as long as you got the setup right.
Yeah. If I don't have the fish tank, I usually use the fertilizer. Oh God, what is it? 30-30-20. It's
Mhm.
3 different fertilizers. Who was it? Jerry, was that you that I sent some to?
You
I
sent,
think.
yeah, you sent that kit that
Right. Yeah,
kit
it
to me.
was.
Yeah,
Uh
I've
huh.
been using it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
potash and phosphorus, and I think there
yeah,
was
the
nitrogen.
Epsom salt. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
sodium nitrate. Yeah, I can't think of the name. Guys, I
Nitrogen
got a brain fart. Mm-hmm.
NPK is nitrous, phosphorus,
Corrugated iron ones.
potassium.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. I forgot what they're called.
Those are what they refer to as macronutrients.
Mm-hmm.
The micros, can be important as well. It's funny because it actually kind of relates to dieting. When I'm dieting, I have to take a vitamin to make sure that my body's functioning, properly. And I
Mm,
can't imagine plants would be any different. They need each and everything to, for them to work properly. But,
right.
you know, I'm just spouting off at the mouth, acting
Well,
like I know something.
Are you
I'm
off
not
today?
Gary, because I got pens to turn and a pond to finish building this spring, and we got lots of work going on. Matter of fact, Susan and Robert's already outside fiddling farting around in the garden, so I got to get
Mm.
out there and get started.
Well, I'm
So,
thankful you came up.
well,
I,
I was just checking to see, because I hadn't put a video up since last Friday. I put some shorts up, and I was checking to see if Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead, they're traveling today, head home from Oregon, and
hmm,
he's supposed to be
Oh,
going live. And I'm a little concerned of the way they're going to go. They're going down through Idaho, down through I guess uh, Utah and stuff. I'm thinking they're going to end up having a lot of snow.
oh, wow.
mm. Well,
So
I hope they.
I was checking to see if they were on live. And I guess they haven't come on yet. They haven't left yet because they're 2 hours
Mm,
behind us. It's only 9 o'clock there.
mm.
Yeah, that's kind of early.
Yeah, so maybe they haven't left yet. But anyways, I saw you on. I said I'll just pop in and see what you're doing.
I appreciate that, Jerry.
I'll see you
Okay.
later, Shirley. Always a pleasure to
Okay.
see you, my dear.
Well, it's always good to see
If you're
you.
home next Monday, if you're home time next Monday, feel free to pop up on our live and and ask any questions from us. We're doing our final episode of how we bought property and stuff, and how we got together, for 40 years now. So,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna do
I join when I can.
yeah, we're gonna do a 40-year giveaway for our
Mm-hmm.
40th anniversary on July 27th. And I think right now we've come down. We're going to give 20 items away.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants to do it. I'm letting her do it because she wants to do it for something in that we've done in our lifetime. So, or we've done, our years progress. Every 2 years, she wants to buy something that represents that 2 years. So,
Oh, okay.
maybe the number item 40 will be a bag of soil. I don't know. Who knows what we're gonna do? I'll leave it up to her. But I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, Jerry. It was
I
good
just want to get
seeing
some
you.
things done around here while the weather's nice enough.
Okay. Say hi to Susan.
I will. You take care. See you
All
later,
right.
Gary.
You too.
Hey,
All
Shirley,
right.
you had
Bye.
asked. I think you were asking about whether or not I was working today. I am. I just I don't work till the evenings, so
Okay.
I don't normally start getting ready till 1 o'clock or 1:30, and so
Mm-hmm.
it gives me a little while. I see Simon's in the chat as well from Yes I
Yep.
Can Bar.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
See, by the
Simon.
way, y'all can type 29 and it will drop your link. We do believe in building strong communities here, so please feel free to, and please, thank you, Shirley. The starting it off right.
29. There you go.
There are times I hop into a live stream, just type a random 29 anyhow. All right.
That'll work. Uh-huh.
But when I'm over here at Big Matt's, he says that don't work over here. But I think he added it to where it did or something. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well,
Simon, there.
Oh, there it is.
Well, there's like a 5-second cooldown on the link. So if it doesn't drop it the first time, it means it's it means it was within 5 seconds of another person's.
Yeah, there's some new people on here. I gotta check them out.
Well, that's the thing about doing the live streaming thing. There's always, it's continually changing.
Right.
There's always people adding and people leaving, and it's funny to watch because some of the folks that used to hang out in my late night live streams, I noticed have started showing up in some of the others. And then when I went back and looked, one night, I guess, one night, I used to do it Tuesday night and Thursday night on this very same channel. It was always at midnight when I got home. And so it was, what's up, Nikki? Nikki's sitting here under my feet staring up at me. But at one point I was doing every Tuesday night and every Thursday night for usually 2 hours. And it got to where that was feeling like a job. And at some point the audiences started getting smaller. And so one night I just, 30 minutes into it, I went and called it because it was kind of dead. And so I went through and I left it, and then I went to look, see what all was out there. And there was somebody live that had spent time in my live, but about half the folks in their live, was the same folks. Hang on, I got to let them.
Yeah. I need to go live too sometime. I haven't, gosh, it's been months since I went live.
Well,
I even made a video. Actually, I did just drop a 2-minute video. That's all. Just just 2 minutes.
Well, I will go through and watch that. I don't watch a whole lot of videos these days, but
it's hard to catch up with everybody, after being away for a while. It's hard to catch up. I can't watch everybody's video, especially if their lives are like 4 hours long or something.
Yeah.
And
well, it's interesting because I just did a let's see. I just did a a live stream, I guess yesterday. There was there's a silent live stream or semi-silent live stream. There's only like 25 minutes, I guess. So it was and I'm not saying you should go watch it. That's not what I'm saying, because after all, let's face it, it was nothing but rain and what have you. Thank you for coming in,
okay, Brandon.
Let's see, Brampton, I missed something on the chat. Well, she said that's what happened to me.
Yeah, she was on one of her regular lives. A viewer started their own live about 30 minutes before hers, and everyone was over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fact is, what I've learned,
Yes, it is, Templin.
and here's the, yeah, life always happens. That's true.
Yeah.
But here's a couple of things that I look at. One, if the conversation is the same conversation that you always have. If
Mhm.
if the crowd that you have is typically the same crowd everywhere, people kind of drift off because I think it's a combination of things. They don't feel like being in the same place, or they don't feel like hearing the same conversation, or they,
Right.
and I get that. After all, if somebody is not entertained by whatever live stream or whatever videos I'm doing, I honestly don't want them to watch them. I mean, I don't want them to feel obligated to watch them.
Right.
I know there are some that do, and I've got some people that watch. That every time I put out a video, you can count on them making a comment. But see, here's the thing: I have no doubt that they're on there only long enough to make the comment, and so at least some of them. But what happens when that goes on, when that occurs, though, is it shows a very short, view time, and even though, and I get it, I understand that sometimes they're doing that, a lot of them, just to be seen. All right. And so that other people may see their comment. I know for a fact that sometimes people look at the folks that comment on the thing and check out some of these channels. So it's a way to go through and it's a way to go through and kind of expand or try to network, that type of thing. I get that. But it kind of hurts the numbers, and they're not going to share it out if people coming in for 30 seconds of a 45-minute video. It hurts your watch time.
Yes, it does.
So
it does. And I don't know if a lot of people.
I didn't come up here to see Gary. I come up here to see Shirley.
I know that.
Hey, Shirley.
Hi. Are you at work?
No. Sammy's still off from the surgery he had last Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing like honey-do list, and I'm like, I brought her up to Dollar General where she can get some foam paint brushes, because I had to build a little thing for her yesterday around her gnome garden. And so today I'm going to be doing yard work and stuff. But see, there's Gracie with me, and there's Abby over there.
I cannot tell the difference.
Abby's a honey.
Simon.
And Gracie has mostly white on one side of her face. And so you see that kind of a blonde color on Abby.
Right, on Abby. Abby's the one on the camera right now, right?
Yeah.
Well. And
Abby, she was in the very first litter we ever had. This was one of the four puppies of the very first litter we ever had. And back about 3 months ago or whatever, when I had to put Padgy down, Padgy was her mama.
Right. I remember. And
then this is, she's the brat right now. Well, other than Pennywise, who's evil. But she's forward.
And Gracie is Nikki's mama, right?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Simon says, put the doggies back.
Simon don't want to see you, Eddie. I see the trailer's coming along good too.
Yeah, it's done except for the fenders, which I guess we probably both ran out of money to spend on the trailer right now. So we got to do fenders, and then wherever Bobby wants to put the barbecue stuff, and however he wants to arrange it, or Robert, because I don't really care how we do it, you know. But we have the cook. It'll be done, you know, before March 22nd, 23rd. Hey, you know Boyce and Nina, right, Shirley?
Who? Boyce and
Run it. Rooted in Texas.
Oh yeah, rooted in
Boyce,
Texas. Yeah.
Boyce and Nina.
And
Boyce
Nina,
is Boyce is going to be on our cook-off team.
It's Boyce, and I kept thinking it's Bryce.
Boyce and Nina. It was like because the name of our cook-off team's Veterans Vittles, and he was in the Army. I was in the Marine Corps. Bobby was in the Air Force, and our fourth one, he was in the Air Force for 4 years, and then he went in the Army, and he retired out of the Army like in 2022. And his name is Earl Elam. He's got the same last name as me.
Last name is right. Yeah. Speaking
All
of
right, Gary. I'll see you later, Shirley. Gracie, get over here. Bye. Jamie's here.
All right, hey Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
The
Space Force.
I didn't get a chance to. The Devil Dog was talk. The Simon said, "Ick, let's Devil Dog." He just messed with Devil Dogs. Space Force.
I know that. Space Force. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of military, y'all, they're in chat, Simon and everybody else. I just put out a 2-minute video, so I'd appreciate y'all checking it out. You what? Oh, you're still on there. Oh,
I watched it already. It's about the petition or whatever.
Did you get a chance to go and sign it?
I'm sorry.
Did you sign the petition?
No, is the thing in the comment or the description, the link to it or whatever?
Oh, you know what? I should have put the link there, right? Yeah. Duh, Shirley, duh. Hey, you know what? I ain't been on YouTube forever, guys. So, oh my goodness.
All right, Jamie's griping at me. I'm putting you down for now.
All righty.
Yeah,
you know.
Hey, tell Jamie I said sup. He done muted himself too, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That would, Simon says that would be helpful. Laugh.
Yeah, duh, Shirley.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Shirley.
How you doing, girl?
I was talking with Rob from Rolling Smoke. He's another, fairly new friend. Compared to how long we've been friends, but he's a good fella down in Louisiana, and he was saying we keep trying to get together where we can do something to help him do lives, because ain't nothing more frustrating than sit there by yourself all the time, and
that's for sure.
It's hard to do lives like that. But the conversation sometimes stalls, and it's especially when there's not a whole lot. A lot of people do come on and they watch, and it's appreciated for the watch hours and what have you. But if the conversation's lively and interesting, the chat tends to be moving. And sometimes they talk with one another. Sometimes they address the panel. But it makes a difference in I guess on how well it's shared out as well. But
yeah,
I just do it. Sorry.
Yeah, Simon. So I just put it on Simon. Is Eddie and Jamie still on? I don't know.
They are in the basement, and I'm sure they're listening. Devil Dog is.
We're driving home, and I wouldn't let him talk.
Oh, okay. Jamie wants his undivided attention, or at least doesn't want to have to guard or
No,
work.
I don't want his undivided attention. I want him to drive.
Oh, okay. So anyhow, the DTF and sublimation, Jamie. I don't know.
DTF is the powder stuff that makes it feel almost like vinyl. Sublimation is the one that's like dyes the actual fiber.
Okay. DTF.
I can send you pictures, Simon.
That's probably what they did on this shirt, the DTF. I'm just guessing because it's a dark color.
So yours is straight up vinyl.
On this one or on my YouTube police shirt?
What do you have on?
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't realize that.
If
I don't
it's
know.
on a dark shirt, I have to use the vinyl, remember?
Right. But I thought if it was the DT, and again, I don't understand DTF, so that's probably why.
DTF allows me to do sublimation on fabric that's not polyester.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Anyways, it was good catching up with y'all. I do gotta jump off and make a lunch for my hubby.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
tell Brian I said sup when he gets up.
I will. Okay, I'm ordering something from you in a bit. Oh, all right. Bye, everybody in chat. Bye, Jamie, Devil Dog,
Bye,
Gary. I will
Shirley.
Bye,
catch
Shirley.
y'all on the flip side. Bye.
Hey, for anybody interested in getting like shirts made or dog tags or stickers and what have you, make sure you get in touch with Devil Dog's Keeper. And Temple and Acres said bye. Now, I don't know if that means you heading out or you just saying bye to Shirley. Either way, thank you for coming in. I'm appreciative. We just, if you hadn't, if you're still here, hopefully you'll like it. Make sure where you hit the like button, maybe clear it out. You get a wild hair. If it ain't too difficult. We do have 8 likes on here. Oh, bye to Shirley. Temple, you're welcome to come up. You can keep your icon up if you concerned about, another meeting soon. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in again.
Simon, don't order until Eddie calls you.
Simon, don't order until Eddie calls you. That's Jane. And the puppy's just taking a nap. She's just so cute. This is Rosemary. Even asleep, her ears straight up. Just adorable. Now we got the puppies, the new channel name versus belt loop. Missed it one. But why the new channel name versus belt loop? Well, I guess that's because the focus on this channel has been, actually, it's very similar to belt loop. She is the cutest pup. I think so too. I've got 5 channels, Templin. All of them are named Belt Loop 29 something. Except
He's
for
not
that.
talking.
I know, he's talking.
Who's the cutest puppy?
Talking about Rosemary.
Look at Rosemary.
She
I
is
know.
a,
That's for the girl.
Okay.
This is for you.
Okay.
my
Well,
5 channels. Go ahead, Devil Dog.
I'm gonna tell AJ you're saying that, Gary,
What?
and Nikki.
I hear her whining right now. So,
Who, AJ or Nikki?
AJ, she wants her sister back with her. They don't get separated for very long.
I need a reading book
I'm going to.
under this chair.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm going to.
I ain't gonna let you
Gary,
talk.
Jamie's giving me a honeydew list telling me I need to do stuff, but yet I was going to do it yesterday and she kept me occupied all day yesterday.
Wait, Gary made me an awesome thing for beside the porch.
Come here, Abby.
What's he making you for
Abby,
beside
come
the phone?
Abby,
You know where my bird bath and everything is, right beside the steps?
Abby, come here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cleaned it out yesterday and rearranged stuff, and he put it looks like a flower bed out of wood.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I just have to stain it today.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
do. I do. Gary, I'm like you.
Yeah, we're doing stuff around here, and then he fixed my water hose, the spigot.
What was wrong with the spigot?
It got broken.
Oh, yeah, that would be important to fix.
Yeah, I mean, we have multiple, but the one at the front of the trailer by the street is what I use the most, and it was broken.
Okay. Let's see. Templin was asking them about the channel, and let me just say that as far as I've got Belt Loop 29, Belt Loop 29 in food, Belt Loop 29 homestead, and Belt Loop 29 gift credit. I
And
did
you
that,
too, please.
Well,
and
he's a police. Do you think?
I started YouTube Police. It was actually Mental Cop when I started it, and it was just going through to talk with other officers. But nothing really came of that. It didn't seem like any police officers, ever came to that channel. I did have one or two, but they were just folks from work, folks that I worked with, and so I just started kind of going around and doing almost the same thing that I do with Belt Loop 29. So it's kind of redundant, but still, it's been, nobody reacts to my other channels the same as they do YouTube Police. So, which leads me to believe that the YouTube Police name is probably more memorable, and people are intrigued by it. Sometimes people would, now granted, sometimes people block me right off the bat when I say hello. So I've kind of learned, unless I'm trying to make a statement, I typically use my other channels to go in there first. But if I'm looking for new live streams or whatever to go into and just talk, see if they're friendly folks, what have you, sometimes you go in there with Belt Loop 29 and I could be there, 5-10 minutes, say hello, make comments, what have you, and then totally ignore it. But as soon as if that happens, sometimes I'll switch over to YouTube Police and come on there, and it's almost an immediate reaction every time. Almost, once in a blue moon, I'll go in there and say something with YouTube Police, and it's usually it does receive some sort of reaction. I can only think of once or twice when it didn't have any reaction. So it's not that I'm changing off a Belt Loop. And fact is, I've still got Belt Loop 29 and all the other Belt Loop 29s. I just have this one for, well, this one is actually, and I'll show you. I'm thinking about, doing things a little bit differently with this one to, start maybe do a membership on it if I can. But if I do it, it'll just be like a 99-cent or a $1.99, something like that. And let me show y'all on this one. And I guess it's one of the reasons why I'm doing live streams on it from time to time. I'm at 2,363 public watch hours, which is almost to the fan funding level. But I mean, I'm obviously high I've got enough subscribers. There's 1,700 subscribers on this one, and let me look at watch hours as far as over the last 365 days. So I've got, I'll start losing them, I guess, probably around, April. So but it's been fairly consistent. You can tell where I'm.
All right, Gary, I'll see you later, brother.
I'm sorry, Devil Dog. I'm going to quit talking about, well, he gone. Anyhow, you can see where it was, I was fairly active, a little bit active, and then more active, and then back down. Maybe I ought to have one big push or something. Trouble is, the big push, it has to be with live streams. But I was kind of waiting for Rob over at Rolling Smoke Barbecue to come in so that I could go through, help him with doing a live. But he was at the Walmart, I think, earlier, and so that didn't quite work out. But I do appreciate people, hanging out, helping, watching stuff, so that we can get some more watch hours. Truth is, I don't know. I know what we can do just for a little bit. Let me put the puppy up so she can go hang out with her sister, and we'll come back. We'll do a giveaway. Y'all play nice though. No chewing on one another's ear. Let's have a giveaway. It ain't gonna be a whole lot, just a little bit here and there. We'll do like, I don't know, $1 a race or something. And all right. Let me see. We'll do a duck race. And let's see. Let me make sure I'm signed in. Oh, I got to take off the thing so I can actually see it. I don't know. We'll just do that one. We'll clear it out so the folks can add. All right. Delete all those. If you'd like to be included in the duck race, please type a 1 in the chat. I'll put Devil Dog in there. And I'll put Jamie. Hey, Lady Sky, you want to be in a duck? You want to be in a duck race? If you would, go ahead, and I tell you what, I'll put you in there anyhow. Hey, Budget Pressers, good to see you. Hey, Bond, good to see you. Anybody want to be in a duck race? You want this first one? We'll just start putting folks in there. Simon, put a 2. So I don't know if that's Natasha. Bond. All right, we're gonna have a duck race. It won't be a long race, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it for $2.29, and winner's gonna get $1. Mine, just a little something to be doing. And we got to have a superhero on there. So let's shuffle till we get one. There's a Superman. Let me mute it. There we go. Duck races. Oh, let me share it with you. I hadn't shared my screen. A duck race is just where they go through in the Dutch race. It's like a 2-minute, 29-second thing, and we're going to start it. And so whoever comes in first, send me an email. Let me know that they won $1. I'm not going to keep real close, but it's just a way to give away money. And you do have to have like you do have to have like PayPal for me to pay it off, because I will send somebody the money from, I'll send the money through PayPal. It's just an easy way to do it. And yeah, I think so too. It's always fun to watch them. They typically will drop back at about 19 seconds, and then somebody will shoot forward and win it. Hey, Busby, good to see you. The we just having duck races. Go Ducky! Look, it said 29, 129. Very cool. And so anyhow, that's sometimes when we're just wanting to have a little fun or looking for content, I guess we do duck races. The hope everything's going your way today. Lady Sky subscribes to you, Husby. But I ain't got a whole lot of stuff going on today. I really kind of just waiting for not Simon, for Rob, and waiting for Rob to show up so that we can, I was going to help him with a live stream today. It's just our schedules tend to conflict, and I don't have my notifications bell doesn't go off whenever a text comes in. And 29, I saw where it said 29. Very cool. It's a new day for an amazing duck race. I agree, Busby. Duck races are almost always fun. And let's see who shoots forward. Vaughn. Sweet. Vaughn's going to win this one. Simon coming in second, I think. Yeah. All right, Vaughn, what you do is you need to send me an email in the next, say, by tomorrow, 3 o'clock, I reckon. And let me know what your PayPal info is, how I can send it to you. So good. Congratulations on winning, Vaughn. This duck race was going to be like duck, duck, goose. Hey, that would make sense just because it's got duck in there. Let's see. We'll race again. Oh, wait a minute. Let's edit the list. And I was going to add Busby. Adventures. Everybody around here should know about Busby, though. All right. Don't add my name. Give them okay. Well, there ain't but a few folks in here, Busby. Okay. All right. If you don't want to be in there, that's fair enough. We're gonna set it, and you're gonna have to keep up yourself with who wins or whether you win or not. And but hey, I'm more than happy to have you, Busby. It's a way to show my appreciation. Well, I see what you're saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there ain't but 6 folks in here. My email is beltloop29@aol.com. Let's see. Give me Busby dollar then. I hear you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let me go through. This is my email right there. beltloop29@aol.com. All right. Hopefully you got that. If not, you may want to watch the replay. Let's see. Chat. I appreciate that, Busby. I really do. Oh, Natasha says LMAO, right, Devil Dog? And Devil Dog put my email in there too. Devil Dog sent me a few emails before. course, I see Devil Dog pretty regularly. Devil Dog, you out front right now. Oh, but we don't have a superhero in there. Maybe I ought to start it over. No, we'll let it run. Busby asked, Devil Dog, did you remove the labels yet? I'm not sure what that's on. Can't see the comment with the heart. All right, well, let me see if I can find it. Lady Sky says, do you know who I am at Busby Adventures? Devil Dog says, nope, I haven't been over there. Well, that's true, but I've seen you. I'm looking for the one with a heart. I don't see a heart. There's this laughing thing. Lady Sky, you won. Busby says, no, Sky, sorry, I have multiple channels I watch. Hey, you know what's funny? You know, sometimes I have such severe brain farts that somebody came in and asked me if I knew who so-and-so was, and I had just left their live stream earlier that day. Lady Sky, send me an email saying I won $1. And let's see. And that's going to be to beltloop29@AOL.com. So, all right, let's go through and we'll wipe the slate clean. Edit list. I guess I'll leave Devil Dog on there. And I really would appreciate it if you type a 1 for me to put you in there. Again, sorry, it just promotes comments. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. What if you win a few times, though, Lady Sky? All right, she made a comment, so I'll put it in there, even though she didn't put a 1. Devil Dog, you're already in there. I'm not going to put you in there 10 times. Or how many 1s did he put? Let's see here. I'm going to put Bond, you still here? Spirit in the Sky, is that you? Uno. 1. That's funny, Devil Dog. You didn't even make the effort to change channels to put. Of course, I expect you're on your phone, so. I'm distracting Eddie. Okay, let's put Bond in there again. All right. So right now there's a 1 and 3. Okay, we'll put Devil Dog's keeper in there. All right. Busby, I'm gonna throw you in there. No, he said not to. I don't want to do anything he don't want to do. I'd rather you give me the permission to do it though. Oh, digits. 3 digits. We're doing races. All right. Anybody else want in? All right, let's go racing. All right. Set it. We got to have a superhero, so we got to shuffle. It's funny. I don't even watch, superhero stuff. Oh, Simon. There's Simon. Cool. Let's go over here and hit Simon on here. There we go. All right. Now Simon's taking after Devil Dog. All right. Set it. We need a superhero. There it is, right there, Spider-Man. Bond is Spider-Man. Congratulations. All right, and bam, we're off. I understand, Jamie. All right. There's a 1 in 6 chance you're gonna win. Simon, you only get one entry per person. That's cute. 1, 1, uno, 1. Spider duck. That's right. Spider duck. Spider duck does whatever a spider duck does. Hey, I don't know how the song goes. Been a while since I've seen it. All right, and Devil Dogs Keepers in the lead, coming pretty close with P Digits and Simon coming up second, Vaughn in third or fourth. Lady Sky making a move. Devil Dog pulling up the rear. All right, Devil Dogs Keeper still out front. Vaughn's starting to fall a little bit. P Digits and Lady Sky moving up. Lady Sky is taking over the second spot. Simon, kind of chilling, waiting, biding his time with Devil Dog in the rear. Looks like Bond's kind of, back there with Devil Dog. Apparently, Bond's wanting to, more room to take his move. P Digit says, my duck needs to draft with another duck. There we go. They all kind of stay in their lane, though. I've had some where we've had so many on here that it would, hey Molly, good to see you. And always a pleasure. Pest Hunter's Best Catch. Says Simon, you have been pollinated by the bee, maybe? I can't tell what that is. 18 seconds. P Digits dropping way back, thinking he's going to bounce off the back, I expect. Devil Dog looks like he's going to take this one. Congratulations, Devil Dog. All right, Devil Dog, you got to send me an email by tomorrow, 3 p.m. That way we'll, hook you up with another race. We got to add, what's that? Rubbing duck. Ducking is racing. Oh, I expect that's kind of like rubbing is racing. Let's see. Let's add Molly. Pest Hunter's Best Catch. And all right, we'll just run another one. We're gonna give it probably a minute just to see if somebody else comes in. Simon is the Trump duck. That's kind of like a hero. Jamie just said she ain't sending you nothing. Hey Terry, good to see you. We're gonna add Terry Madwood. There we go. We'll give it another minute in case somebody else comes in. Last one for me. My class will be back at 1. Okay, that's cool, Digits. All right, well, then we'll go ahead and run it. Still got to have a superhero. I need a hero. I don't know. That's kind of like Zorro. There got to be a bunch of different ones. We need I'd rather have back. There we go. Molly has got the spider duck. All right, here we go. And bam, off to the races. Bond is taking the lead. Devil Dog's right behind him, followed by Devil Dog's Keeper. Maybe they're trying to stay even with one another. I don't know. Devil Dog's got the bee duck. Devil Dog's Keeper, though, is outpacing Devil Dog. Liberty Duck. Yep, that's right. P Digits is a Liberty Duck. That's a cool one. And Terry Madwood is the king or prince. I'm not sure. Lady Sky has got the Zorro mask on it. And Molly with Spider-Man is in the lead. My truck goes into the stereo shop next week. Oh, cool. You getting a subwoofer? Down with the king. That's right. King sounds right to me. Devil Dog's Keeper will not be denied. Moving up there. Wasn't comfortable in the back. Going to move up with the leaders. Oh, a new radio. Cool. Now I know I'm out of touch, but did they have on those new America? That's right. Do they have? Do they still make CD players for trucks? I got a bunch of CDs. I don't want to give them up. Simon's out front. Lady Sky right behind. Molly staying steady. Terry Madwood, moving up. The king is arriving. Devil Dog's trying to keep up with Terry. Molly, though, don't seem like she wants to be denied. She's moving up. Looks like she may take over the spot. She took over the lead spot from Simon. P Digits moving up. Lady Sky on the outside. I can't. Well, yeah, but I kind of like having a CD. It took me years before I actually started getting them. I guess I'm always late to the party. The one I got is a CD player. That's cool. Lady Sky, you won again. See, now that's 2. So when you send me an email, you say, I won $2. 2 races, $2. Congratulations on Lady Sky. All right. Now, if you want to be excluded from the next race, you have to let me know in the chat. Somebody said they wanted to be excluded. I think that was P Digits. Yeah, P Digits said it was his last one just because on account of he got to go back to class. All right. So there's P Digits. Lady Sky done won 2 times. All right. Exclude Digits. Okay, I got you. Thanks for coming in, Digits. I appreciate your support. All right. We'll give it just a minute in case we can add somebody else. Make a comment in the chat if you want to be added to the race. We racing for money. By the way, this giveaway has nothing to do with YouTube. They're not associated. New radio will connect with my phone. Oh, cool. I've got one of them cords that's supposed to connect with my phone, but it does, the cord that I've got on it doesn't seem to do very well. You got to kind of move it around till it actually, starts playing. Kind of frustrating. So, everyone be well. Yes, sir. Maybe they'll start doing them where they're wireless. Oh, Yoda Vintage Cards. Hey, I can deal with that. Now that may be somebody who's already in here because I'm not familiar with the channel, but that's okay. That could even be my buddy Trucker Jay, just with a different. Could be. I could be wrong. All right. I don't have. Yeah, Bond's in there. Let me put Yoda. After all, that's kind of cool. I do too. Busby says, Daddy, Google has no association. That's right. No association. Says Devil Dog, I think the floor of the trailer will look cool with the same colors as the frame. That's right. He needs to paint the floor, doesn't he? He may have to tape it off to do it. It's Guru. Oh, okay. That's cool. All right. So we're done. And we're running for money. That's what we do. And set it. Looking for a superhero. I'm not seeing one. There's Batman. That's my favorite one on here, obviously. But all right. Y'all ready? It's $1 a race. You ain't got to put in $1. I'm paying $1. Yoda has taken the lead in My Favorite Martian outfit. Lady Sky right behind him says, I'm going no frills today. Molly, Pest Owner's Best Catch, is over there with the Yogi Bear. Well, that's not really a Yogi Bear. Terry Madwood is the tobogganer. Bond is is got the clown outfit on. Devil Dog's Keeper has got the purple. Makes sense. He likes them great crayons. Take off the tags on the boards of my OCD is getting worse. If anybody can relate, I can. I tend to be OCD. Gary, the new radio is cordless, and oh wow, that's pretty cool. Hands free. That's awesome. I may need to look into that. Although I'm pretty happy with what I got at the moment, I tend to be a little bit parsimonious. The rubber band is wound tight on the duck. Well, just wait till they get to the last few seconds, because man, somebody's gonna go flying. But I remember those old airplanes that you had a rubber band that you would twist up and then send, and it would, make it fly. Those were pretty cool. Hey, Carrie Leonard, good to see you. We having a giveaway. The key to the giveaway is that I don't have to remember anything. If you win, you send in an email to me and tell me that you won $1. That's right, it's balsam wood. I remember those. Those were good times. 29 I saw at that time. Those very lightweight and did real well. All right. I love my family. There we go. My brother's sending a picture of my daddy. And I'll let y'all see that. Him, and I guess they heading up to the Devil Dog gonna win another. That's 2 for Devil Dog. Devil Dog, you got to send me an email. It needs to be here by 3 o'clock tomorrow. All right, let's go over here and add Carrie to the race. Carrie Leonard. And we'll give it just a second, see if somebody else wants to join. See if somebody else comes in the chat. And the time is set for 2:29. If you win, Devil Dog get rich. He making money, hand over fist. If you go through and you win, you send an email to beltloop29@aol.com. That way, I'll know that you won. Tell me how many times you win. And no, Devil Dog, I know if you send me an email saying I won 1,000 times, I know that ain't real. So Devil Dog will probably do that just to have a little fun. And I'm all right with that. But I still ain't gonna say, hunting stuff with J&J. Good to see you. We'll add you to the race as well. All right. And we're having a giveaway. It's nothing special. It's just like $1 a race. And we need a superhero in here. Not seeing a superhero. There's one right there. Bam! There we go. It's just something to do for fun. After all, $1 race ain't no big deal. Fact is, it just about, if you won 2 like Devil Dog, you could pay for a membership on my channel. Not that you have to. Or you could pay for a membership on Devil Dog's channel. He could subscribe to himself. Devil Dog's Keeper out front. The Graduate and Yoda coming up. Yoda is the Spider-Man duck today. Bond's got the red, like red. Molly's the purple. Simon is the and Lady Sky both got. Well, Simon is kind of like a new age thing going on there with his hair, and Lady Sky is like an old Roman soldier or something. Carrie Leonard says, I ain't having none of it. I'm just going basic today. So I'm kind of waiting for Simon to, for Rob to give me a call so we can, go live over on his channel. And, but in the meantime, we're just having a little fun. Just a little fun. Working on watch hours, I guess. you know, I may do this for a while. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I always have a goal or try to work towards something. It maybe that's part of my OCD tendencies, but never punk rock duck. I like that. You know, I had a mohawk at one time. PRD. I like it. Play some headbanging music or something. That reminds me, on this channel, since it's not monetized, maybe I ought to go through and play some music at some point. Thought about doing some Morgan Wallen stuff or Hardy. That would be kind of cool too. Looks like hunting and stuff with J&J. John is winning the doctor. All right, John, send me an email by tomorrow, 3 o'clock, and let me put the email up there. It's at beltloop29@AOL.com. I've had that email for a long time. And it should be pretty easy to remember. PRD, the quack one. I hadn't thought about that. That's funny and very quick-witted, Simon. And let me know that you won $1 and send me your information on PayPal, because it has to be through PayPal. We'll race again. All right. Got to have a superhero. Well, we got one. Still got, the Spider-Man duck. Yoda is Spider-Man. Devil Dog's keeper is the Graduate. We got some, zigzag Charlie Brown maybe type thing for Terry. Vaughn has got red with the stars. I guess that's a red all-star. Devil Dog. Oh, Devil Dog's the mermaid. That's kind of cool. Now, we're just having a little fun. Hopefully it makes it entertaining enough to, and I'll take down that. In fact, I'll bigify this so it's even bigger, easier to see. Yeah, I think that's cute, Devil Dog being a mermaid. And Molly, I like the purple on that too. Although my favorite on here at the moment is the. Hey, Eddie.
What's up, Gary?
Not too much. Jamie said something about me distracting you. I didn't mean to distract you. Hey, Beth, hey, good to see you, Jason. I'll put you in on the next race. We racing, I'm giving away $1 for the winner, but you have to email me. Show the pups, Eddie.
What pups?
Well, I guess maybe he's talking about Penny.
I don't have no pups, Gary.
You got Penny. She's still a pup.
She's a dog.
Okay. Carrie said, "Hi, Devil Dog."
What?
Carrie Leonard said, "Hi, Devil Dog."
Hi, Gary.
So that works too, Eddie.
No, I'm busy. I ain't got time to be playing dogs.
All right, looks like Lady Sky's going to win a 3rd race. All right, Lady Sky, if you're here, you need to send me an email tomorrow by 3. Says I've won 3 races. Send me $3 and send me your info on. It is. We're having some fun, and since y'all want to see a puppy dog, I will show a puppy dog. I got some puppy dogs. Hang on. Let me get one of the puppies. Well, they're asleep right there. Well, they ain't too much of sleep. One of them, AJ's wanting to be picked up. Okay, come here. Come here. They both are up and about now. I guess they wanting to be seen. Oh, that may be Rob there. Hang on. No, just somebody reacting to a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna add you for the next one. Let's see. Jason. And then Test Hunter. There we go. Oh, let me bigify me so y'all can see the puppies for a minute. They still kind of sleepy. You know, Rosemary still got her head down. And AJ, I guess they weren't through napping. You know, dogs nap, or puppies, I think it's puppies nap an average of 15 hours a day. Yes, it's just so sweet. And hey, they ain't nothing better than having puppies. You know, Otis is here. I'll bring him. He's napping too. Well, wait a minute. Maybe he's not. He heard his name. He raised his head. I'll bring him up in a minute. We'll go ahead and edit the list. I already put Jason on there, so we're good. Might be part puppy. That's funny. Didn't put Jason and the Argonauts on there. Well, I could if you wanted. Let me see. Do you want Jason and the Argonauts? I can. Maybe for next race. We need a superhero, though. I mean, if you want Jason and the Argonauts on there, you can put that on there. Let me know before I get this thing started. Oh, I just saw Spider-Man. I accidentally hit the click. There's Superman. Looks like Carrie Leonard is Superman. All right. Okay. We're going to start the race. And let me go put the puppies back up. That way they can finish in there. Okay. Here we go. There. All right. Molly's, right there hanging with the Yoda, but both of them starting to fall back. Pest Hunter, just by staying put, is, taking over the lead. Simon making a move. Oh, it's all good. I used to watch those shows though. Xena and Hercules, what have you, Kevin Sorbo, and what was the lady who played Xena? I can't remember. Those were good times back when I was considerably younger. I don't think I was a kid at the time. In fact, I think Tammy and I watched them together. I think we used to enjoy it. Well, I know we used to enjoy it. I'm pretty sure she did too. Am I Bernie Sanders stuff? Let's take a look. Yeah, I think you are, Simon. After all, they got a Trump one in there too. At least looks like, resembles Trump. He ain't on here right now. I gotta admit, Bernie Sanders, I just like those old stop animation movies. Okay. I'm not sure what an old stop animation movie is. Is that like Speed Racer? Yoda. moving up. Now they're all about to slow down right here. And somebody probably will come up from behind, bounce off, and yep, looks like it's Carrie Leonard. Of course, she got an unfair advantage. She's Superman or Super Duck. All right, Carrie, I'll need you to send me an email by tomorrow, 3 o'clock, like the claymation movies. Oh, yeah, I remember those. There was one, and I think they had a playoff on it. The Bill, Mr. Bill, on Saturday Night Live. Carrie, send me an email to beltloop29@aol.com by tomorrow, 3 o'clock, and send me your PayPal information and send me and say that you won one of the races and for me to send you $1. Otis is just kind of chilling. I'll bring him up where you can see him. And Otis, well, let me take down the Otis is just kind of relaxing. About time for me to trim him up again. He's 13. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Anyhow, we've had him for quite a while. The old monster movies. I'm not sure if I remember those. Wrong type of claymation. I'm talking about the old movie of Jason the Argonaut. Oh, yeah, I did see that one too. Yeah, there you go, buddy. I guess he's had enough attention. Looks like he's heading over to his bed. I'm gonna lay down on it. See, his hair is getting long. It's time for me to go through and time for me to go through and give him a trim. All right. We'll race again. There's the light bulb. An epiphany. Yep. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a light bulb? I don't know if that's talking about the realization or, well, I don't know. I can't always follow. I don't always understand, and it's partly because I ain't that bright. I'm just an old redneck. And I take atorvastatin, so there's that too. One of the symptoms of atorvastatin is that memory loss, and I have trouble remembering. I'm surprised I can remember that's one of the symptoms. Carrie out front, Super Duck, followed by Simon and his Bernie Sanders duck. Terry Madwood is the deep sea diver or the snorkeler. Hunting stuff with J&J. He's got the pink one with hearts. Vaughn is no nonsense today. So is Devil Dog. No, Devil Dog's Sherlock Holmes. Yoda is over here in sporting the purple, and Lady Sky is the light purple. I think Devil Dog would probably like the purple because he loves them crayons. Hey, next time we do this, I may have to go through and I may have to go through and get me a cup of coffee. I think I'll have time with 2 minutes, 29 seconds.
You don't need a cup of coffee.
I do need a cup of coffee.
No, you don't.
Yoda says I'm the Barney Dino Duck. Hey, I can deal with that. I do need some coffee. It helps with my memory loss.
No, it don't.
I think it does.
No, it don't.
It puts me in a better mood, if nothing else.
Why are you making up falsities?
That's funny. I ain't making up no falsities.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
are.
I think it's funny the way you said that, though. I ain't trying to make up no falsities. I'm just saying I could use, a cup of coffee.
Jamie told me to take a break.
Okay, excellent. All right, how are you feeling?
Oh. Who's Yoda? Simon's going to win it. Simon's going to win it.
Bernie Sanders takes the lead. Yoda, you came in second. That was so close. Simon, you need to send me an email.
Hey, Jason.
I'll put up my email again. Email address. By the way, if you'd like to have some stickers done, get in contact with Devil Dogs Keeper at gmail.com. I use her, Jamie's service for all my merchandise needs. In fact, I need to order some more coffee cups.
Hey, Jason.
But
yeah, I'm cutting up this. I'm cutting up this wood that fell down in my yard and putting it in a burn. The thing.
Simon just sent me his thing over the phone. That's fine, Simon. He didn't waste no time. That's for sure. You're cutting up what?
That.
Okay, hang on. Let me bigify you. Okay. Cutting up a tree in the yard, I reckon.
Well, no, the limbs that have fallen off the trees up there and up here, I'm dead branches down here. I'm cutting them up and putting them in the burn thing.
Okay. Well, hey, the coffee cup would be a perfect opportunity for me to show, Jamie's work. So I got to go get me a coffee cup. And I got to put some coffee in it. After all, they want to know it works for holding coffee.
If it works to hold your coffee.
Yeah. After all, a cup ain't no good with it if it won't hold nothing. So you entertain them. I tell you what,
I got to go back to work.
Okay, well, I'm going to start another race. Y'all just have to watch it, I guess. And Devil Dog, which one are you on this one? Oh, you are the Sherlock Holmes duck.
What about my truck, Simon?
I'll be right back.
Jason said, Jamie, the coffee cup is awesome. He said the colors are awesome.
Glad they like.
She says she's glad you like it. Oh, really? Well, I'm afraid to cut down any big trees, though, Busby, because if I cut down a big tree, it may fall on something that I don't want it to fall on.
Yeah, like the house.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't? Here, hand it to me.
Do you need more water? You got some.
I got some. No, I did. Simon's in the lead, so you know he ain't gonna win. Devil Dogs Keeper's way in the back, so she'll probably win. Hey, Gracie.
Do you need to go in the house for anything?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Because here in a minute, I'm excited.
Well, we can always go to the back steps.
I know.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
One picture too. That's all.
Oh, got a minute and 13 seconds less. Everybody's grouped together. It's anybody's race.
Gracie,
Yoda on the outside, Lady Scott. Well, actually, it's on the inside. Bond's on the outside.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream on his live.
Yeah, go ahead. Scream on his live again, Jamie.
I thought Bond would be on the inside.
No, that's the outside. Inside is Yoda.
Honey, I really like that.
Okay, go get him.
No, I'm gonna do the steps.
Okay, well then do the steps. Send Andrew to get them. They're at Family Dollar, so send Andrew to get them when he go get you another paint bucket.
I may go with him when he goes.
Okay. Well, go wake him up.
I'm fixing to step. How long
He
does it
said
take to
he said that Pest Hunter Jason said the colors on the cup came out better than the stickers
Because it's sublimation.
because it's sublimation. Jason, you sublimate stickers now?
Yes, but I don't have prices on them yet.
Okay, she actually can sublimate the stickers now, where the colors
Outdoor.
for outdoor decals. Cool,
They're more expensive.
but they're more
I have to work out
expensive.
the prices.
But she has to work out the prices, Jason. So you can put them on your vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So you can put them on your vehicle. They're weatherproof.
There we go.
Simon won again. Dadgummit, I'm out of here.
I have, before I sell them, I have to test them. I'm gonna put one on the truck.
Hey, Simon, send me another text, I guess.
Simon was making fun of my truck, Jamie.
I'll be all right.
Half empty.
I
Eddie's
started the
out.
top and work.
Damn, but it's doing the screws.
Yeah, I was gonna say I started top and worked down.
I have to check all the screws first.
Hey, do you want me to go? Oh, you already got it.
I swallowed it out.
You got it. We'll put another one.
I'm assuming that's Simon.
It's mainly.
Times 2. There we go.
I can't get it to go like it rolled it out.
Well, if you need stickers, Jamie's the one to go to.
Yeah.
She does good quality and very fast turnaround.
To do.
She's
It's worth
quick with it.
pulling away. I'm just trying to get those, especially
Yeah,
this one.
come on up, Jason. That way we can see your coffee cup. Hey, I love my coffee cup. You see, I've got all 4 fingers in there. That's not one of them. I hate them ones where it doesn't fit real well. This fits really well. So I'm very happy with it. And it's got good coffee in it too, thanks to you.
Yeah.
A few QQs. Hey, I understand. I need to clean my.
Did you mute your phone?
No, I need to.
Hey, I need to clean my set.
Sorry, Gary, we'll mute.
You're good. But we got Jason.
Let me tip this down just a little bit more so it doesn't catch the light from above me. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, that's too much. That's still too much. Yeah, but yeah, it just. Oh, and then the other side.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I need to order some more from Jamie.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, the colors just came out stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for showing it off.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hang on, Otis wants out. Y'all go ahead and keep talking. I just have to let Otis go. Nikki?
Oh, I don't have any more stickers in here.
Nikki? I don't know where I left Nikki. Maybe outside.
I'm gonna get a sticker out and I'll put them up side by side.
Nick, come on. Nick,
I don't know if it was because of the like I said, the what she did, but
very nice.
yeah.
It's honestly because the cup is sublimated and the inks are so much brighter.
Yeah. So yeah.
Busby, my store is on my community tab with all the prices.
Okay. So we'll be ordering more here in a few days because Molly and I are going to be heading up to the Mid America meetup.
Cool. Now, where's that at, Mid America?
That's going to be happening in May, mid-May. It's going to be happening at northern Arkansas, and what's the name of that lake? Huh? Yeah, it's at, I think, Wave Point Campground.
Okay.
Hey,
Jason, if you would type a 29 in chat so that folks can connect with you.
Yeah, I can do that. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
And yeah, we just let me take this down so we can talk a little bit better. We're we've got hope. I hope we have a pretty good showing here next year. We also have a meetup that we're going to be doing in April or May down in Houston. I don't know if you get a chance to come down to it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get away from weekends. I have to plan those like months out in advance due to work.
Well, that's why I'm telling you about 2025.
Oh, 2025. Oh, that's different. That's plenty of time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we're only what 3 hours away.
That sounds about right.
2 hours away, somewhere in there. Yeah. Well, anyways, the meetup is going to be at Blue Mountain Lake, and it's going to be at the Waveland Park recreation area, and all campsites are already taken up for that May. Let me go to my calendar here. Sorry, I got 3 devices all going on at the same time. So
I understand.
And 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Now that's a pretty big deal, isn't that Mid-American meetup?
Yeah.
Seems
we're
like
gonna be meeting up with Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead, and we have we're gonna be meeting up with several others saying hi, so we at least can put a name to the face.
Yeah. Well, it seems like I've heard that they got. It seems like I saw some from that last year, and I think that's the one that had so many people there and had sponsors and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure about last year, but I do know there was 110 last year that showed up.
Right. And
yeah.
That's huge.
I know I'm not going to be able to meet everybody there those 3 days. I know I'm not going to be able to. But if I even just get, a quarter, I get to meet them and, to come across in passing, I would be happy with that. Just to meet quite a few other people. And it's only a 6.5 hour drive for me. So it's not too bad. The one I went to last year was a 16.5 hour drive. Yeah. I mean, that was a long drive for Molly and I.
Now, did y'all drive it all at one bite, or did y'all break it down into?
We broke it down into 2 days.
Okay. That would make sense because that's a long day.
Oh, it is. I mean, I'm not driving a full 16 hours.
Well, I guess the furthest I've ever driven, I did drive one time from Hattiesburg to Phoenix, Arizona, and
that's a drive.
Yeah, I'm basically nonstop. I stopped for an hour in Dallas trying to contact my brother who was living out there at the time. But trouble is, he was back in Hattiesburg. I'd gone that way. He'd come this way. It was Christmas time, so
yeah. Okay, good. I was making sure my curtains were closed. I forgot to check before I came online. Let me turn that bright light off. There we go.
Yeah. Sometimes it's funny because you are going through StreamYard. The highest resolution you can get with the pay package that I've got is only 720. But if you have higher resolution, I guess you could stream to like directly to YouTube or something with higher resolution. It's kind of funny because my camera is a 4K camera. It's capable of doing 4K, but I don't ever use it that way.
I was actually looking at 4K cameras a couple nights ago. Mm-hmm. They are still out of my price range.
Well, is it a regular camera or is it like a
camcorder?
Oh, okay, yeah. This is just the 4K that I've got. It's just a a camera that plugs into my computer
Yeah.
and a social media camera, I guess.
Well, I want to get a 4K in the Canon, this type of Canon
Mhm.
type setup. Yeah, so we're talking just for the camera body itself. We're talking $600-700. Yeah, because I already have all the lenses.
Yeah. Still, that's expensive, camera body.
It is an expensive camera body, but like I said, I got macro lenses on for it. I have the standard lens that comes with most of them. Then I also have a telephoto lens that goes from 400 to 800 zoom.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, like I said, I can't use it anywhere where I live around here. I actually have to go out to an open area, a mountaintop, or like a dam of a lake. It's about the only time I can actually use it because it's just so far.
Hey, Moon.
Even
Well,
at 200 yards, it's still blurry at 200 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
huge. I mean,
It
that's
is.
a huge zoom.
Yeah, I mean, just that's length of it when it's compact.
Oh, wow. I guess you could go to the beach and go well, you'd have to get out in the water probably.
Yeah.
You
I should be able to see the horizon.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Went 24 miles.
That is cool. I didn't realize we could see that far.
Well, due to the curvature of the Earth, that's where you can't see anymore when you're when you're in the ocean.
Right. And it would probably be pretty evident, with a zoom like that, the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
Right? Just see the top of a ship that was way off.
Oh yeah.
That would kind of prove the Earth is round and not flat.
Yeah. And on top of that, I also have the zoom that's also built into the camera as well.
Yeah. Oh, how much zoom is built into the camera? I would think 10 or 12, something like that.
I think it's 8.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it. Typically you don't get that much of a zoom with.
Yeah, I think it's 6 or 8. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, most of the cameras I'm familiar with around between 8 and 12, something like that. And
Yeah, it's just the way that it crops and as it zooms in. And then I also have my regular camera somewhere around here.
yeah.
Oh, here it is. This is the one I do most of my videos with. Is this one here?
Now, do you use a camera for your live streaming?
No, I use my my laptop.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot of stuff on my desk. It's not quite wide enough to hold the tripod to get up and over the laptop. Yeah, I got a good laptop. Yeah, like I said, I just got the Nikon vlogging camera,
Okay.
and I can also have lenses onto here that I can also add on for zoom as well.
Mhm.
If I'm doing vlogging, but yeah, it's nice having 2 or 3 cameras when you're out there filming.
Yeah.
It does help, especially when you're doing multiple angles.
This is the only camera I have other than on my phone.
Yeah.
And I haven't used this in quite a while. It seems like the last time I tried it, it ate the batteries pretty quick.
Yeah. Mine will go through the batteries in about 45 minutes.
Okay. That's still a lot longer than this one does.
Yeah.
But
Here's Devil Dog.
we got Devil Dog back.
How am I on 2 different ones? Hold on.
I don't know.
Gary,
Hey,
kick that one.
All right, I'll kick it.
Well, I can kick it.
There you go.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to kick it off the panel or something.
I did.
You
Well-
dropped it in the basement.
Now the Nikon, the price of it when I got it, 2 years ago, was
Uh-huh.
just under $200
That ain't bad.
off of
Did you
Amazon.
kick it?
Now you're lucky if you can get it, down to $300.
Well, a lot of things have gone up these days, and
Oh, yeah.
I think it's all related to the
Yeah.
Government spending.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Like I said, that was like what, $240. That was a whole kit. Now it's just a camera for like 300 plus.
oh, wow.
Gotta get your.
But if you keep searching, you can find it lower.
I know. Out of the sun.
Well, I've looked into use. I'm thinking if I can ever figure out which electrical source would work with the my camera, I may. I don't know why. I've got three, media cams, 3 cams,
Mhm.
around here for varying clarity and what have you,
Yeah.
for my computer. But I've thought about trying to hook up just because of the fact I like learning new things. But there's no way I'm gonna try to use use this with batteries to try and stream with. I thought it would be interesting just to try something new and figure something else out.
Yeah.
But I've seen people that stream with cameras.
I can plug these in and use them for a camera, for my computer. But it just takes time to get it all set up.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
for me, it's just a question of figuring, I like figuring things out and understanding. Not that, understanding something is different than trying to remember something, I think. My memory is shot, and I blame my torvastatin, that I have to take.
Oh,
That. But, but I'm working on it, and there are things I can improve on. I've been trying to work on lowering my blood sugar level, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't have a clue since I did not bother, finding out what my blood sugar was before I started doing the peanuts. And they got a thing where you can take peanuts and put, cover them in rum, and you're supposed to be able to eat those peanuts, and it's supposed to lower your blood sugar. I don't know if it does or not, but I don't have a way of figuring it out.
I haven't heard of that.
Well, I think Jerry over at Butler Family Farms was, telling me something about it. And the first 2 days, my stomach was tore up a little bit from it because I guess it wasn't just used to it. Of course, I do it when I get home, and I'm usually have an empty stomach when I get home.
Oh no,
But,
there it is, right there. Speaking
well,
of,
yeah, but once, I took a break for a day or two, and then started back on it, and my stomach's been fine since then. But it messed me up, initially. But anyhow, and Simon, I just got a Simon's won twice on this thing. He's looking at a Sony ZV-E10. I'm not. It's funny. I used to sell cameras when I worked for Cowboy Maloney's at one time, the first time back in 2000 to 2003. But that's been, many years ago.
oh, that's like all obsolete cameras there.
Oh, I know. Everything advanced. Just like it used to be, you took a picture and you had to have it developed.
Oh,
And,
oh yeah. I still have a 35 millimeter.
do you?
Yep. I still have an old Pentax K1000.
Do you ever use it?
No, I can't afford to have buy the film and have it developed.
I believe it. That stuff, I'm sure, is expensive, especially since it's not as, it's not the current mode.
Well, especially now with all the digital cameras now, you can do so much more that would take, a developer months to do, you can do in just a few minutes.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's, you know, some people I'm sure probably still prefer that. I would think to me, it kind of strikes me as being a lot like of course, with all the filters and what have you, it seems like you could just about do anything with the digital that you could do with the other. But some people prefer listening to music on record.
Yeah, that's because that's probably the nostalgia of being young again.
Probably. After all, I ain't no spring chicken. I ain't minding Milton.
I mean, think about it. You go back to those old pops and you know, unusual sounds that it made. You know, that's what it was back then, and just getting it cleared up then, you know, you can't get the clarity of like a DVD or CD now.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I like them both. There's just something about the old records that just have that certain sound of that needle running on that plastic.
Oh yeah.
You know, excuse me, I should say glass and plastic rubbing against each other.
Yeah. And Lord knows if you I don't know, for some reason it seems like some people tend to go through those that little, I don't even know what, I'm having another brain fart, the needle.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like they have problems with that needle from time to time. But
needles are expensive.
Oh yeah, I know the needles are expensive. They're like what, $12 now? If you can find them. But they're making them again. They're making record players again.
are they?
Yep. My daughter got one, and she's been listening to them. She goes, "I understand."
I'm sorry. I threw a ball and it hit the thing, and that made my that dropped my remote control off the chair.
Oh no.
So, well, that's all right. You know, I've had it for a while. I just, you know, every now and then that happens. Nikki, go get the ball. Go get the ball. She's sitting here underneath me, just staring at me like she's expecting me to throw something. She likes to, you know, she's a lot like Otis. Otis will stand at the door and bark for me to let him out. Then I'll let him out. He'll be gone a lot of time for just a minute, and he'll bark to come back in, and then he'll bark to go right back out. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I think he just wants my attention sometimes.
Oh yeah, you're being trained.
I'm being trained. Yeah, I don't doubt
Dog
that.
training. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, like I said, we got a doggy door in, so at nighttime we just put the slide in.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I've thought about that.
Yeah, because
you know,
being on the country, make sure you put that slide in. You don't need any uninvited guest getting in the house.
like raccoons or possums or
The skunk.
oh yeah, that would be bad.
That would be bad. You
You
walk
know,
up in the middle of the night, you walk down the hallway,
Thanks.
it sees you, and it goes, "Oh, I'm in danger, spray."
I believe it. You know, I caught a skunk one time. I say I caught. It's probably more accurate to say that I released a skunk at one point. I was fortunate in that I did not get sprayed. I was very careful. I used to have to, out where I worked at one time, they were having me do a lot of the animal control.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've caught a gray fox at one point, several raccoons, one skunk. But I had to ease up on this one, and it was a live trap. So, you know, a humane trap, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I had to use with those traps with those doors on those things, you know, you have to be careful because if you're not careful, that thing will drop and, you know, slam shut pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to pull my pocket knife out of my boot, and it was hard to keep the door to stay open so that the thing, but I didn't want to be standing there you know, and so I had to use my pocket knife and kind of slide it to where it would keep the door open so the skunk could get out and
Yeah.
I could, you know, but I had to be right up in the danger zone. Thankfully, that skunk realized I wasn't trying to hurt it. I was just trying to help it
Yeah.
get out. But anyhow, it's, you know, that's been years ago. Let's see. Busby says, you know, I've caught a few possums and squirrels. I've never caught a squirrel. Caught
They're fun.
rats.
They're fun.
Go ahead. Squirrels.
Hmm.
Now I hear a lot of folks have trouble with squirrels tearing up, you know, stuff in the attic.
Oh yeah, that's why if I have any issues, I learn which squirrel it is. Then I put the bait out there and I wait for that squirrel to come out. Then I remove that squirrel.
There we go. No, I ain't even gonna ask you what you do with a squirrel. Lord
Mhm.
knows it could be any of a number of things.
I fry them.
Hey, I can deal with that. In fact, is my grandfather used to, you know, his favorite delicacy was squirrel brains. You know,
I won't go that far.
well, my grandfather, that's, you know, that was his thing. He'd go out and catch him a mess of squirrel, and Mama would fix him up, you know, a plate of squirrel brains. The personally, I don't see the fascination with brains, but the you know, some folks like them. I guess there's a lot of fat in the brains.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I like a good marbled steak as much as anybody. That, you know, and that's
Oh, yeah.
based
I'll
off.
do a good marble steak anytime too.
What is your favorite steak?
The ribeye. I don't know. It all really depends. It really does.
Yeah.
You know, I like the you know, the tenderloin where it's cut into a steak. That's probably going to be my favorite.
Busby says, take it away and release it. I have done that with some possums and some raccoons. Let's see. Busby says squirrel meat is good, but I'm not eating organs or from any animal. I don't know. I kind of like liver if it's fixed right. Some people like them Rocky Mountain oysters, but I ain't never tried it. Never going to.
Hey, I have no troubles eating hot dogs.
There we go. You ever heard of you ever heard of chitlins?
Oh yeah.
We tried to have chitlins one time, couldn't get past the smell while we were waiting on it to thaw out. It was frozen.
Mhm.
And we tried to thaw it out, and in order to try and get it, you know, thawed out quicker, we tried to open the thing and no, chitlins just.
I've had it cooked by an older lady that knew how to cook them, and they were good.
Okay. I ain't never had it. Now I have had. There's this place called the Red Apple Inn in Jackson, and they are known for their pig ear sandwiches. I wanted to try one, and you know, they also have these things called Smokies, which is just basically where they take a sausage, you know, and it's I think it's like a regular sausage, you know, link sausage that they break open and cook it that way. And a friend of mine up at work, you know, one day came up and he had the pig ear sandwich, and he had got me a pig ear sandwich and the Smoky. I ate the pig ear sandwich after all. You know, somebody went to all the trouble because I had said I was interested in trying it at some point. Let's see, backstrap, yes, hearts and livers. I passed. Hey, I like chicken gizzards.
Oh yeah, especially in butter.
Oh yeah, but
As long
I
as
ate
the heart and the gizzards, yeah.
but I don't think I'll ever eat another pig ear sandwich because that had that thin line of cartilage running throughout it, and
Oh yeah.
Had a strange texture to it. Biting through cartilage. I mean, it was thin, but still, you knew it was there. And every bite you took, you could see the layer of cartilage running through it. Just kind of unnerved me. I ate the whole thing, and it was a good sandwich, very tasty. But I think that was due to the seasoning as opposed to the pig ear.
Yeah.
But I will,
Well, everybody loves the was it pork rinds?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about the ones made from flour. The ones made from pig skin.
Chicharrones.
The chicharrones.
Oh yeah. See, no. Busby says no frog legs. I can't get past the image of the slippery legs.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Hey, not too long ago, when I was down there in Dayton with Devil Dog, we went to a place called Mike. Mike's All You Can Eat, and they had frog legs. I had a few of them. They were pretty good. I enjoyed them.
Oh, I know. Just slightly battered, and deep fried. I want to do it.
Wing.
It's like a chicken wing, but a little bit better taste.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
it's softer.
I did it. I loaded up that night on the scrimps.
Mhm.
They had some fried shrimp in there. Shrimps,
Mhm.
whatever. And that's usually one of my favorites, fried shrimp. Tammy likes it when it's Tammy likes the steamed, shrimp. But for me it's I don't know. Tammy, when she was growing up, every year on her birthday, she, her parents would ask her what they wanted for their birthday meal, and Tammy'd always pick steamed shrimp, crawdads. Hey, mud bugs are good, although I don't like the taste of them as much as I do shrimp.
Now, the best recipe I've seen is from Trapper J for frog's legs. Is he took the frog's legs, give them a light little batter, wrapped it in bacon, pinned it with a toothpick, and deep fried them.
I bet that is good.
Oh man,
Now that's on crawdads
no,
Or-
frog's legs.
Frog's legs. Okay, I'm sorry. The conversation is kind of bouncing back and forth,
Yeah.
and I'm a little lost. But hey, yeah. For anybody that watches this, or if you're in the chat now, make sure if you don't know, if you're not hooked up with Jason over at Pest Hunters Outdoors, make sure you connect with him. And if you would hit the 29 again in the chat, so I can.
Yeah, like I said, especially if you have squirrels in your attic, I can teach you how to get rid of them real quick. But it does take some work.
All right. Make sure you go over to hit, can't do crawfish. It's too much work for a little reward. I understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. But your patience is well rewarded.
Well, I used to believe that if it took longer to cook than it did to eat, it wasn't worth it. But, and see, Busby said, okay, how? I have one in my attic now.
Okay, like I said, if you go to one of my videos, it's got the how to build a bait station. Go to that video. It's quick and easy. You can make it with just a couple little pieces of parts. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. And then you set that up and make sure you have a good air rifle that you can actually hit the same spot over and over again. Like I said, without going through the wall. But yeah, I teach you how to put it all together, the parts to use. But the air rifle that you want to use is not a Springer. You want to use something like a multi-pumper or a pre-charged pneumatic. Something that you can hit the same spot over and over and over again. It's like you take beer bottle caps, set them out at 25 feet, 30 feet, put 40 of those up. When you can hit all 40 of those without missing, you should be good enough to make sure you get a good humane dispatch.
I'm about to drop a link to your how to build a bait station.
And the heavier the pellet, the better. Yeah, don't use those little wad cutters unless you're like really, really close. You want to use, let's see, if it's going to be 177, you want to use something that's going to be close to a 10 grains, and you probably need to exceed 580 feet per second.
You know, at one point you had pointed out a gun, a air gun, that pistol that would be a good one to have, and I was
$50 of savings.
but for some reason, you know, I never did get that. I was kind of waiting for you to get a sponsorship or something.
I wish I could, but like I said, I haven't gotten anything from them yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at some point, I'd still like to get one. For some pests around here.
That one there, I would not go past 10 feet, and be something small like mice.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, that thing is barely even 4 foot-pounds. You want to make sure that you can at least get to at least to the 8.
Okay. I have that before as a kid. I thought you were talking about keeping it alive.
No.
It'll keep coming back.
Technically, by law now, you cannot relocate an animal anymore. They don't want you to relocate. You know, before anybody ever gave it a thought, you were able to catch an animal alive and drive 25 minutes away and drop it off. Can't do that no more. Because what they're finding out now is they're actually transporting. They could be transporting a sick animal that doesn't show any signs of disease or viruses yet, and you can be reintroducing it to a new location.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, I totally understand that. I know it sucks to a lot of people that, I really don't want to kill it, but sometimes if it's going to cost you thousands of dollars in damage or burn your house down because it was chewing on wires, it's got to go.
Yeah. Busby asked if that was for all states.
I believe it is.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
you can move it from one end of your property to the other end of the property, cannot leave the property. Now, if you're on 100 acres, you can still do that. If you have like 200-300 acres, you can still do that. But beyond that, I probably won't do that. And more likely, if you can, tag the animal with an ear tag if all possible. So if it shows back up, he came back. And more cases, it will show back up.
Well, that would be interesting. Trying to tag a critter could be interesting.
I won't do it.
I don't think I would either.
I mean, you got to get close, and it's awake, and it's mad.
That's right.
And scared.
Yeah. I expect that's probably, a lot of folks that probably get bit trying to do that. Unless you got some way of knocking it out. And I don't think most people have tranquilizer darts.
No, I can probably buy them, but getting the drug for it, I can't. I'm not in that industry no more.
Let's say, okay, I know what to do. Then now I just need to get in the attic from a wheelchair.
You don't have to put the base station in the attic. You can put it in the corner of the yard where you can see it. If you can get a couple of trail cameras, you can have somebody put it up in the attic space. Watch the squirrel, learn the squirrel. You'll see certain markings on them. All the squirrels almost all look exactly alike. You sit there and you watch them enough, you can actually see the variations in the color of their fur.
That reminds me. It seems like It just gives me an idea. There's supposedly, I don't know how accurate this is, but supposedly there are certain frequencies that that drive out animals. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I probably would not go with the certain sound frequencies. I would go with the they actually have a light that you can put in your attic and it flashes. They don't like that.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like a strobe light. You can have somebody install that into your attic.
That sounds like a good idea. I may have to put something like that in my attic.
Yeah.
It
is an annoying light, even to humans. It's just an extremely bright LED flash, and it's about the 4100K color length. And yeah, it is just extremely bright.
Let's see. Busby says shooting a pellet rifle in city limits is slightly frowned upon these days.
Yeah, I got them quiet enough where, nobody's going to really hear it. Put this way, the pellet striking the squirrel is going to be louder than the air rifle going off.
Oh, cool.
That's what's spending money.
Yeah, I believe it. What was I going to say? Oh, something to the effect of these days people get so uptight about everything. In the current society in which we live, and everybody wants to feel morally superior. They feel like their way is the only way to do it, and if you don't do it their way, well, then they're a better person than you are. It's just it's annoying.
Yeah, and like I said, and you can also use the Trapper T-Rex traps. Yeah. So you trap it like a rat. You got to make sure that it is in a box. You got this box right here.
Now that's pretty cool. That's for varmints, ain't it?
Yes. I actually have to remove one of the traps here because I have a dead mouse in there and I didn't know about it. It wasn't in there. Oh, that's from the demonstration. I caught a mouse the other night and I didn't even know it. Yes, the real mouse. Well, anyways, this is the size of the Trapper T-Rex rat traps. They fit in here, perfectly fit. These are the base stations that you can pick up for like $20 at most pest control companies. You can pick up the Tomcats will actually work too. These big giant traps here.
Yeah.
The Trapper T-Rexes have a stronger spring.
Okay.
You put it in here. You set it. Let me get this turned around so at least the camera can see it.
Now what? Oh, let me bigify you.
Yeah. Let me get my mouse out of the way so I don't hit that with my lid here. So what you're going to do is when you set the trap, okay, you can actually set the sensitivity by pushing down on that tray or the trigger.
Yeah.
Where it's almost really sensitive. Right now, I don't have it on sensitivity. They got to push on it hard. Okay, that sits in there, and you want to put the sunflower seeds down in here, along the side here, where they actually have to cross over. Now, when this is closed, there's not a whole lot of room in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So they really have to stretch their neck out to get to the food. And yes, I have caught squirrels in this before.
Oh, wow.
They were not my intended target. And yeah, and whatever you do, as my wife reminded me, once you start catching the mice with the traps, don't throw away the trap. Don't wash the trap. The pheromones of the animals are already on there, and it will catch again before a clean one will.
What is the name of that?
Okay. This one here is the Express. the Protecta EVO. This is an old model. This one here is about 14 years old. There is a piece of concrete in there which gives it a lot of weight. So when you set it down, it doesn't move anywhere. If you put it outside, there's a hole in the bottom. You can stake it down, put the piece of concrete back on top, inside there. Put the tray in there because the tray is removable.
Okay.
And there's a piece of formed concrete in there. And you can pull that. Let me. Got to disarm the trap because the dog's running around.
Yeah.
Flipping it up and putting its paw in there.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So doing that, I mean, I don't use poisons because poisons, they suffer.
He wants to know if there's a hole inside in the box.
Oh,
the animal
yeah.
inside.
Oh, jeez, that blocked. Okay.
These are effective though.
Oh, yes, they are
Very effective.
very effective. I've caught many very, very large rats and squirrels. So it does come with 2 keys, and it comes with 4 pins. The 4 pins are designed to go in there to put the block of poison in there, which is actually a blood thinner. So you just push the key in there, it releases the top. It does not come with traps. You'll have to purchase your own traps.
Okay.
You can get those off of Amazon. Half dozen is going to be of the T-Rexes. Don't be surprised to spend $40.
All right.
Okay.
I assume that the standard traps you get at the Walmart or whatever won't work.
The Tomcats do fit in here very well. It's like a knockoff. It's like the cheaper brand of the Trapper T-Rexes.
Okay.
Again, the plastic is a little bit thinner. The spring is not as strong.
Okay.
So you got this inner one that comes out.
He'll show the-
Yeah, and then this piece of concrete comes out. And then this is the box empty. As you can see, you got those holes there come right through where they can access it. They got to go up that little ramp, sleek inside there, so they can get to the bait and get into the trap. Designed to be enclosed where they actually have to stretch their bodies to go in. Yes, and yes, this does lock so children cannot get in. Do not lose the key. Okay,
All right.
and of course you got some drain holes here. Of course, there's that stake hole on the bottom, right there,
Yeah.
so you can actually stake it down.
That's not a bad idea. You could use that inside or outside.
Inside or outside. Like I said, whenever you go to like a fast food place and you're going through the drive-through and you see these little boxes around the back doors of the building,
Yeah,
now you know what they are.
that's cool. I did not realize that. I'm gonna need to have a talk with Tammy about picking some of those up.
And this is gonna be like the less expensive box. This is from the Bell Industries. Same thing with the Trapper T-Rex traps. Those are all from Bell Industry. Let me put this back together here so I don't lose all my pieces. That's why it's so dirty, because I don't wash them.
Busby's talk about what type of medication what type of stuff they use for the thinner. I had to be on some blood thinners at one point.
Yeah.
Because
They use warfarin at a very extremely high concentrate.
With that trap, you don't need the blood thinners.
Yeah, no. With that type of trap, no. Don't. You won't be able. A lot of people, the only blood thinner poison they can get on the market is going to be Decon.
Mhm.
You won't be able to get the boxes or anything else unless you have to order it by mail. Some states you can't even have it because it is a restricted product.
Okay.
So be careful where you're getting it from and what state that you're in. And
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, I'm sure they've been, people have probably used that in the past to go through and do harm to other individuals. So,
another thing is also when you're actually several things, if you end up having it, if you're going to use the poisons, make sure you wear gloves, please. That stuff will go through your skin and you will absorb it. Okay. So make sure you're wearing your gloves.
well, I'm not planning on using it, but
Yeah.
I used to have to take a blood thinner, but even now I still take a low dose aspirin.
Yeah.
Every day.
No, the warfarin is in such high concentrates. It does harm to us. Just by touching it, if your hands are wet and it can go through the pores of your skin, you can pick it up.
The palms of our hands are very porous. Simon asked, what's that pink powder people are selling on Facebook for roaches?
Yeah. What is that pink? The pink powder? I don't know about the pink powder. I do know you can use the boric acid, which is harmless to us and our animals.
Okay.
But the thing, one of the reasons why, actually several reasons why I do not like using poisons is number one, the animal suffers. Yeah. Anywhere between 6 to 20 hours until they find water and drink water. Once they drink the water, it's going to be pretty quick. Number two is your pet now can eat that poisoned rat or mouse. Now they're poisoned. Okay, and then they're gonna suffer a horrible death unless you can get them. Unless you recognize the symptoms, which is being lethargic, moving around, being stumbling. They can't function quite correctly. If you get them to the vet, you can save them. It's going to cost you a minimum of $30,000. Yes. That's why I don't like using poisons.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like I said, not only that, you are also liable for the wildlife if they find out that it came from you. So that means if a bald eagle swoops down, grabs that mouse, eats that mouse, you poison that bald eagle, you are liable now. Yeah.
Well,
so, yeah, a lot of people don't think about that.
I think we're going to have to end on that high note.
Yes.
See, I've got to go through, and it's about time for Rob to get back home. Hopefully, a contact, and it's actually almost time for me to go, get ready for work. I will thank you for coming up, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. Busby, Simon. Let's see if I see anybody else that's been in there anytime lately. But we got 6 people that are, still in the chat, and I am duly appreciative of that. Does diatomaceous earth work on roaches? I would think so.
It kind of yes and no. Like I said, the diatomaceous earth is a ground up coral, which is like a volcanic ash type. Just think of it as a microscopic ball of sharp glass. It gets into their joints. It cuts them up. They actually dehydrate to death.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets caught in their sphericals on their bodies where the insects breathe. It clogs that up and destroys like their gills or their lungs where they breathe through.
Well, I'm gonna have to go. We've been live a little over 2.5 hours.
And I need to get outside too. So everybody have a wonderful day.
Thanks for coming up, Jason. You're always welcome here, and always an entertaining and educational guest. I'm appreciative.
We're gonna have to spend a night or an evening and do this.
It sounds like a winner. Trouble is, I work almost all nights. And now sometimes on Friday nights I could probably do something, or a Saturday.
I'm good until about 10 p.m.
Okay. Well, on Saturdays I usually go live at 8:30 Central.
Yeah,
So-
that's usually on my Cliff's Live. Talking
Oh.
garden.
Yeah, we just have to see if we can work it out at some point.
Yeah.
So, until then, when you see me, you see me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at the mercy of YouTube and when they go, when they show stuff to me.
Yeah.
So, I will call
Everybody-
you, Jason.
Yeah, everybody have a wonderful day. Have fun. Get outside. Enjoy it.
We go in 3, 2, 1. Thank y'all for coming.